Hey guys, just want to say thanks for following along this kind of 3-part series. Kind of had a long season, 5 weekends in a row, going out, driving 9 hours one way, hunting only a day and a half. It's a short hunt, but I mean, you always get your opportunities, you just have to make the most of them. We had an opportunity almost every weekend besides that first couple weekends when it's still really hot, but we try to make our best of it. We love going out there every weekend chasing mule deer. So thanks for watching this 3-part series of our Kansas Mule Deer for our 2018 season. So Ross ended up finding this old 2-point. On his first stalk, he got really close. Kind of hit him a little farther back than what he wanted to. So he kind of backed out, regrouped with me and Dad, and made a plan on what we needed to do. After regrouping and getting a plan together, we needed to go back out, try to relocate him, try to give him another shot. We ended up finding me again. He was in a old cow pasture in the bottom of an old creek bottom. Again, Ross stocked up on him, made a great second shot. It wasn't too long after that, we got to put our hands around Ross's mule deer. Old buck, cool, unique buck, one of the more weirder deer that we've seen out in Kansas. So glad that Ross was able to get it done on a mature Kansas mule deer.
Thanks for staying with it. I just kind of thought he was right there. I thought he was right video from the hill. Back to the zoom, but I think it was this, I think. You can't tell if it is. Blood now, boys. That's good blood. What kind of bloodhead is that? You just grab whatever you find? I said I'm done with it. He was bedded, and what did I tell you?
That's a bloody one. I think we'll find this buck.
I think we will too.
Look at that piece of gut hanging out.
This is an old buck.
That's cool. You smoked him on that last one.
Huh?
You smoked him on that last one. See where he hit him? In that shoulder, and you didn't have any problem going through it that time.
Nope, I sure didn't. Yeah, look how big his neck is. Done, son. That's all I kept thinking about. First time you said done, son. Oh, man. Thanks, fellas.
So what I think is our 4th weekend up there, Ross got it done on our first day of our day-and-a-half hunt. So that meant Dad was done with the camera, he could go hunt, and Ross was kind enough to follow me around with the camera for the rest of our half-a-day hunt before we had to go home. Ross and I ended up finding some deer, a lot of deer actually. Some were spikes, some were forkhorn, and some were a few spreadhorn bucks. But just nothing that I really wanted to shoot or wrap my tag around. That afternoon, on our last half-day hunt, kind of woke up to a blizzard, and it was cold, and they got the bigger bucks moving. We ended up spotting a really nice buck across the way, and made this huge loop around, tried to get on the other side of him, try to get our wind right. Ended up belly crawling, army crawling for, seemed like forever. Got pretty close to him, ended up getting within 60 yards. I was set up ready to take my shot. Up to this point, I've taken several stalks over the 4 weekends that we've been going, and just nothing's panned out. Nothing's been going my way. Either a doe's busted us, the wind switched, turned around and busted up all the bucks, or the bucks have chased off other bucks. Just nothing's going right, and we ended up going up on this stalk. Everything was working out perfect. There's no other deer around him. He was all by himself. I actually think he was injured, and that's why he was kind of by himself. So I really thought this was going to be the one, but it just didn't pan out. Went to go draw back, and my arrow fell off the rest, and by that time it was just game over. Just super frustrating. You can see just how just mad I am, and that ended our 4th weekend out in Kansas hunting mule deer. And I mean, it just goes to show that just nothing's guaranteed, nothing's ever set in stone. So we're ready to get back after it for next weekend and see if we can get it done next weekend. So here we are again, still playing the same song, man. I mean, this is our 5th weekend up in a row. Day 1 had some things happen, so we didn't really do a whole lot. And on our second day, it was half day. First 2 stocks were within an hour apart. That first one was just worked out perfect. It got run up by another buck. We put up the heads up decoy doe, and it just came right to us. Old mature deer came downwind, and I mean, it was over before it even started. Regrouped from there, got back on another buck, and we were watching him and a doe just bedded on the side of a hill. I had no idea we were there, and just all of a sudden just gets up and just starts hauling to us. We kind of get it down in the bottom of the draw, and again, just the wind's just blowing right at our back. That was the biggest mule deer I think I've ever seen out there, and just to have him so close and it not work out. It's just the way it's been going for me. Nothing's happening right. We got probably a few more hours left to try to get it done on one last stalk and one last mule deer. So up to this point, man, I'm just so mad in general. I mean, all bets are off. I'm not worried about the camera. I'm not worried about anything. I just really want to shoot a mule deer, get up close, do my thing. I have to worry about so many other things. That's what kind of happened. I just kind of went off on my own last few hours. Had a great opportunity on a mule deer. Stalked within 46 yards and let her rip, and it just, arrow found its mark. Luckily, went the best shot. Definitely didn't hit where I was aiming. It was a fatal shot, and I mean, I got my 2018 mule deer, and that was my main goal: shoot a mule deer, fill all my tags in Kansas this year, and that's what I did. I wanted to get it on camera, but it just doesn't work out all the time, and you just have to be okay with that. But that just means next year, got new goals, new things to work for. That's what I'll be doing. Working hard this year, to try to get these things done. So just thanks for watching, guys. I know 3 parts here is a long time, but we really appreciate it. So until next time.